Alright, hi. I've been asked way too many times by people I know what I really took on my trip that I just did to Europe. Actually, I did a 2-month trip, a month doing various things in the U.S., and in between that, I went to Europe for a month. So, what I took on the whole thing was a lot more than what I'm going to show you, because I drove my car, so I could have more stuff, and I needed more stuff. So what I took was another suitcase besides this one right here, which is literally just a carry-on. So, first, this is the purse I took, which actually will hold an 11-inch laptop if you need it. I didn't take one. It has an RFID pocket on the inside, so I didn't need to take a money belt. Has lots of little things. So I kept my passport in here, my wallet in here, and in this back pocket was a lot of napkins and candies. In here, besides the wallet and the purse, I had headphones, a comb. I did not take a brush, I just took a comb, and the battery pack. Gotta have a battery pack. Even though I didn't take a laptop or anything else, have to take a battery pack. And then because I went to 3 concerts while I was in Europe, and some when I got back to the States, earplugs. I've tried a couple different kinds. So far I like these ones, Eargasm earplugs. That's what I like. If I find something else, I'll change to that, but for right now, that's what I like. Inside of here, this is actually a bag. It'll unfold and it becomes a bag. So if I needed a bag in a hurry, I had a small bag that I could take with me. Also, this is pretty much the only liquid per se besides toothpaste I took. Honestly, that was it. A little bit of lotion, and that went in here. I always made sure I had at least one pen, and I kept them in this pocket, and chopsticks. I'm not great at using them, but it makes a great utensils in a hurry if you need it. Just some pictures, postcards, my granddaughter. I took pictures of my granddaughter with me. And a few other things. Now, if you want more about this, it's PacSafe, PACSAFE. I was looking for a bag because I know Paris is the scam capital, and pickpockets, and they're everywhere anyway. But this one is cut-proof, slash-proof. You can lock it in several different ways. I can click this here, close it up, lock it. This locks so they can't take it off. I had one of these, never used it though. Little carabiner thing. You're not supposed to be able to cut this. The only one you can't lock is the back one here. But then this one was always across my body anyway. It's crossbody, so most places are okay with it. And this is being a pain. It's going wonky. So this was the other thing I carried in there. This held electronics, my cords, which I don't have many cords in here at the moment because I'm not traveling at the moment. I carried an extra cord for each of the items I had. And by that I mean, this is a USB to USB, and the other one I had was USB to whatever this one is. It's a different It's the older type. I had two of each of these in here or in my purse. Actually, this stayed in my purse. I had all the little bits and bobs to be able to connect if I needed to, and the thing to get into the phone so that I could put in a SIM card, which I ended up getting 2 different SIM cards, and when I go back, I'll just get one company. In France, SFR basically works France only, so if you're going to be just France, then they're great. But I wasn't, so I ended up going with a different company for the second one, Vodafone. The deal I got when I got it was 20 gig for £30 because I got it in London. The other thing I had in there was this, which is a little USB thingy and a dongle thing that hooks to the phone. It's a data cable itself. So it hooks to the phone so that I could download everything onto here. Why not just the cloud? Well, you can't always access the cloud, especially when you're 5,000, 8,000, 10,000 feet in the air. You're on a train that goes through the tunnel, which does, the Wi-Fi doesn't always work. So for me to take stuff off the phone, because the other phone I had, because I went from a Samsung Note 8 to this one, which is a Samsung Note 10, the Samsung Note 8 didn't have as much room on it, especially, like I said, I went to 3 concerts in Europe, so I put everything on this. Then when I got back, I uploaded all the music videos and pictures and stuff like that. So that stayed in here. It stayed in my purse constantly. This was the only other really piece of electronics I took for myself, and this little thing here does this, keeps this charged. I took this, which is the iThing, and that stayed here, and I carried everything in this. It's a nice heavy canvas bag. I mean, Def Leppard did great on this bag. This thing is lasting forever. I took the Kindle Fire, which, by the way, I used it like twice. It caused more problems than it. Yeah, it caused more problems going through security. I have global entry and TSA pre-check, but I still got gigged for having something odd, which was this. Yeah, so if I go again, when I go again, I'm not taking this. I was just reading on my phone anyway and playing games. This has the pills I take, pretty much in here. You always take your pills with you on the plane. And this was in my purse. This is a little notebook. Guess how many times I use this? Never. I don't write things down very much. So that's pretty much what I took. Well, except for the jacket. I had this jacket with me that I basically tied around my waist all the time. I didn't pack it in my suitcase. I carried this with me just in case. You never know whether... And hold on, this thing is going sideways. There. That's better. You never know when it's going to be cold inside of whether it's a museum or a church or something like that. So I kept it with me constantly. This was the water bottle I took. You notice there's no straw. You don't want a straw when you're on a plane. Don't ask. It was nice and it locks so that, it doesn't leak. And of course I had it empty when I went through security at the airports. This is exactly what I wore on the plane. Nice sports bra thingy because, well, you don't want to be, especially on a long flight. My Totoro shirt. and a pair of nice loose pants. I basically wore that outfit either when I was on the plane, when I was doing laundry, or something like that. That's what I wore. Never washed it the whole time I was over in Europe. Didn't need to. It never got dirty. If I had to do it again, I would probably take a little heavier jacket because I went to Switzerland and it was snowing, of course, on the mountains. And I have a problem with my knee and my back. But anyway, so I took a knee brace with me. I wore it when I was in Switzerland. That was the only time I wore it. Now, what I packed in the suitcase, you can see the hard shell. I did not want soft shell. I put stickers all over it. Makes it easy to see it's mine. Because some of the planes, the two smaller planes I had to take from the transatlantic one back to DC, I had to check it in at the gate. So when they were taking them off, I could right away, that's mine, and go. I didn't have to wonder, oh, there's a black bag. Is that one mine? I didn't want that problem. So I stayed in hostels. So these are always a good idea. I took this. And I did have to do a little bit of laundry by hand at night sometimes, usually socks and underwear and bras. And for that, I had these little packets. There's little packets and little sheets. This one is shampoo. I used up the laundry one. And here is my razor, and I took another one of these just in case, so that I could change out the blade if I wanted to. Some Q-tips, you never know. And I actually ended up using some, helping somebody else needed some. I don't get seasick often. I don't get motion sickness. But I did once, so I bought the C-bands, and just in case they're small, I packed them away. This pocket over here kept things like the paperwork for the URL pass, some other paperwork I was carrying with me, and a little tiny purse. I didn't use the purse for anything except for concerts, because some concerts require you to have, if you're female, if you're going to carry anything, a little tiny purse. So in here I would put the passport. Why passport? Well, because everybody's always asking for the passport over there. Check your ID. They don't ask for a driver's license like they do in America. It's passport, and passport everything. It's just the way it is. They want to verify who you are internationally. So I had to pick up my tickets at the venue. I couldn't have them sent to me. And that's fine. Actually, if you see here, this is what the tickets look like overseas. They're actually pretty cool. This is what the tickets look like in the U.S. That's overseas. That's the U.S. Anyway, so I put the my passport, the battery pack in here, the cord for that, and the phone. Yeah, that was pretty much all I used that for, but I knew I would need it. I didn't really use packing cubes, as you'll see why. It just wasn't efficient for me. Okay, honestly, besides the bra I was wearing, 2 more bras. Socks, underwear. Now, I actually ended up needing to buy socks when I was in Berlin. It probably should have been a week before, but I was moving around so fast going from concert to concert, city to city inside Germany. So I stopped in Berlin and I picked up some socks. No, I don't like normal things. Matter of fact, these ones here are little tiny bears. I took 3 pairs of little shorts like these. I think I wore them at night the first couple of days, and that was it. This was my sleeping outfit. It was bloody hot. It was the middle of summer. What do you expect? And then this was my sleeping shirt, which is BTS, but it's actually very comfortable. It's really awesome to sleep in. I took 2 pairs of pants. Yes, they're jeans, but these are actually quick drying ones. So if I had to wash them at night, I could, and they would be pretty dry in the morning. So I would just, I'd be wearing one of them anyway, and then the other pair of pants would be packed in here. And then, if you notice, it's 3 tie-dye shirts. Thoreau tie-dye M&M. Why did I take 3 tie-dye M&Ms? One, because I find it amusing. They make me smile. They're bright cherry. If I spilled something on them, you can't really tell. They're a little dirty. Who could tell they're tie-dye? And besides, it made it so much easier to try and figure out what to wear if I just opened my suitcase and picked out a clean shirt. I was pretty much on this side. You can tell. I was not over in Europe for night clubbing. I was not over in Europe to try and get, On this side, this kept all my little adapters. I had another thing like this. Now this here, which is a bicycle lock, I actually kept on the outside here the whole time I was over there. And I would chain it, like I said, I stayed in hostels. I chained it to the bed, chained it to wherever I was at. This little lock here, the zippers on this actually have little hooks so that I could hook the zipper closed. So I would lock this. It's got a lock on there, never used it. This suitcase actually comes with a little plug. I can put the battery pack in here. You got to take it out for the flights anyway, so I never found a use for that. But that's what I use this for. I wasn't being too overcautious, but I wasn't trying to be stupid. I took little slippers because, walking around in the hostels, I didn't want to walk around in flip-flops. They make noise, and they're not that comfortable. So these little slippers, which I got at the sock market on Universal City Walk, they're so comfortable. They're little fur-lined. They're cool. And besides, it's a little taste of home, and they're just amusing. Like I said, I went to Switzerland, and I did some hiking there. So I had bought, it takes up half of one side of my suitcase. So it takes up a quarter of my suitcase to take these. This is the shampoo and conditioner I took. This is by Lush. Now, I like the shampoo of this one. This was it's very strong cinnamon smell. The shampoo is cool. I wasn't too keen on the conditioner, which most hostels anyway have shampoo right there in the showers. But I'm going to have to look and see what else is out there for shampoo and conditioner, because the shampoo part of it I like. The conditioner, deodorant, toothpaste, and this was the toothbrush. Now that's got me all choky. This was the toothbrush I got to take. Which we got this one when we did E3. They were giving away toothbrushes. Which if I did it again, I wouldn't be taking this one. Oh. Okay. Microfiber towel, which came in handy a lot. Now, I said I didn't really use packing cubes, and I really didn't. Not for this side. I used one for dirty clothes. I would pack them up nice and neat on this side, so it kept them away from the cleaner clothes over here. When I went to go do laundry, I would actually put them in the Def Leppard bag, which that Def Leppard bag came in quite handy was I'm on my trip. Nice and sturdy. But when I wasn't on the plane, or I wasn't using it for that, it was packed away in my suitcase. And everything that I had pretty much taken on the plane got packed in the suitcase. And so that's what I used one of these for. The other one I ended up using because I went to the 3 concerts, Bon Jovi, Def Leppard twice, and then Metallica, and all 3 of them I did VIP. I figured I'm going all the way overseas, I might as well get as close as I can, get, as much as I can afford. So I did the VIP, which means I came home with stuff. Because the VIP, they give you stuff. I mean, you're paying for it with the VIP price, but, it's free. No, it's not free. You're paying for it. Bon Jovi, they gave this little bag, which this is a cool bag. It's got Bon Jovi VIP on there. I bought 2 Bon Jovi t-shirts. Metallica, I got a t-shirt with the VIP, and I bought another one. And Metallica gave out a poster, but I can't pack it, so I gave it to somebody on the train going back to the hostel. And then Bon Jovi gave out guitar picks in a little tin. And then, I don't know if you can see it up here. I had 2 of these, because I did it twice. VIP, Metallica, big tickets, a little picture from Bon Jovi. All that I actually scrunched down because this one is a compression. I was able to put basically all of the extra stuff in here, scrunch it down. Then it went in on this side. I think that's pretty much it. The only other thing, and I'm not sure where I misplaced it, and I gotta find it because I really like it, was an outer shell rain, little rain thingy from Mobile Edge for Alienware. I have an Alienware laptop, which I did not take my laptop with me. There was no way I was traveling anywhere with the laptop overseas. But that I could scrunch up in a little teeny tiny ball and I would put it in my suitcase. I used it in combination with the little jacket here when I was in Switzerland. I didn't want to take a big puffy jacket, didn't need to. I'm originally from Buffalo, New York, so, I'm kind of used to snow, kind of used to hot, because I've also lived in Florida, so I can go from different temperatures, and most of the time it doesn't bother me, and I was pretty much okay with this and the little windbreaker rain thing on over this. So next time I go, I may still take these boots, or I may try and find different, lighter, smaller hiking things, because while I may not be as able to hike as well as some, as long as some, as difficult as some, I still like to get out there and see nature. So I may find something smaller. If I did that, I would probably take maybe another pair of pants, maybe another shirt or 2. But honestly, this is all I took. And this was it. And I enjoyed the trip. Now, what did I do with the little clicker thingy? There it is. Little clicker thing. I got a little Joby Gorilla Pod thingy, which I wish I would have had when I went overseas. So if anything, that would be it. That and something to clean this out while I was traveling. Doesn't matter if you just have water in here, if you don't rinse it out every so often and scrub it out on the inside, you can still grow things. So this was a little hard to clean for the whole month. So I would take that, maybe a microfiber washcloth on top of the towel, different toothbrush. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I wasn't going there to impress anybody with fashion. I'm not a fashion plate. Come on. That over there is my closet, that little tiny thing. So, yeah, no. I just do what's amusing to me and what's functional to me. So, yeah, I've had too many people ask me, are you sure that's all you took? No, really, this is it. This is it. And, yeah, if you have any questions about anything, just let me know, and I'll try and answer them. And, see you guys later. Bye.